It is dinner time at my cousin's house. Everyone gathers near the table, of course. Plates are placed, food is brought out, people sit. She stands, food is served. Someone asks for more, she goes back to the kitchen, warm dishes return, water is poured, extra bowls are added, people eat. Someone finishes early, mostly me. Someone asks for second, that could also be me. Plates are cleared, leftovers are moved, table is wiped, she sits. Most of us have seen this scene. Many of us have grown up inside it. Some of us have benefited from it, and almost none of us have ever named it. What you just saw wasn't hospitality or sacrifice, it was food system quietly assigning flexibility to one body so everything could else could stay stable. It's a routine doing quite work. A household managing scarcity without naming it. Food is finite, plates are not. Someone's hunger has to stay flexible so everyone else can remain fixed. That flexibility is assigned, not chosen. And it repeats so often that it stops looking like inequality and starts looking like care. Now let's break it down, let's slow it down. In most households, food is endlessly abundant. Food is not endlessly abundant. Even in comfortable homes, there is planning. How much to cook, how many people might eat, who might want seconds, what can be stretched. Someone has to manage that uncertainty. Not emotionally, logistically. And that job usually falls to the person who knows how much is left in the pot, who eats how much, who will complain, who will adjust. Women eating last is not about love. It is about risk absorption. If food runs short, it is her body that absorbs that shortage. If food is enough, system looks fair. That's the trick. Equality doesn't disappear. It is postponed quietly, bodily, daily. This is why the practice is so stable because it doesn't require cruelty, it requires only normalcy. No one has to decide anything out loud, no rules needed to be stated. The routine does the work. Notice what this practice protects. It protects the idea of caring family, the image of shared meal, the belief that everyone ate enough. It also protects men from noticing the scarcity and children from seeing hierarchy. The household story stays intact. This is why arguments about intention miss the point. You don't need people, or good or bad, for the system to work. You only need repetition. Now ask yourself something strange. Why do we have what we have? Thousands of recipes, endless food memoirs, archives of cuisines, festivals, food trails, heritage menus, but no archive of eating last. There is no recipe for it, no pride attached to it, no author. Because once you name it, you have to explain it. And once you explain it, you have to ask whether it is fair. Documentations create accountability. This practice cannot survive accountability. So it survives invisibility. We don't forget it, we avoid it. We like to believe that archiving is about preservation, that documentation is injustice, that visibility is progress, but archiving is also selection. We archive what can be admired without disturbing the system that feeds us. Festivals are safe, daily routines are not. Recipes are safe, repetition is not. Celebration is safe, accounting is not. So what stays invisible isn't what lacks value, it's what would force us to admit how much inequality or normal life quietly require. And this is where the system doesn't just implicate families, it implicates people like me. I write about food. I document it. I archive it. I am damn good at what I do. Recording can be admired dishes, histories, pride. I am far less equipped to document routines that would force me to ask who carries the cost. That isn't a personal failure. It's a feature of how food writing works. Once you see this, you start noticing other things. Who waits? Who adjusts? Who absorbs inconvenience so others don't feel it? And you realize that many food practices do not exist to feed people, they exist to protect stories. Stories about fairness, about care, about family. The moment these practices stop, the stories crack. So the question is what the question isn't why some food practices were never documented. The question is what would we have to confront if we did? And the next time you sit at a table where someone eats last, you may find that the food tastes the same, but the story doesn't. Thank you.